Hi, Hickory class. My name is Kate, and I am Hannah's mommy, and I wanted to stop in to read you guys a story today. So the book I have is a special, kind of funny book that Hannah received for Christmas, and it's called There's a Dinosaur on the 13th Floor. You can see him up there kind of peeking through the windows. This book is by Wade Bradford. It was illustrated by Kevin Hawk, which is one of Hannah and I's favorite illustrators because he also did The Library Lion, which is one of our favorite books. So when we open up the inside, you can see the street scene here. I always like to peek under the book jacket to see what's there. And in this case, the book jacket and the book cover, they match. I'm going to take it off so it doesn't get in my way. All right, here we go. There's a dinosaur on the 13th floor. Welcome to the Sharemoor Hotel, said the bellhop. You must be Mr. Snore. Let me show you to your room. The sooner the better, said Mr. Snore. I am very, yawn, sleepy. Here he comes. Notice the columns here. See if you can spy. See those snakes? Here you are, said the bellhop. Room 104. Sweet dreams, Mr. Snore. Mr. Snore thanked the bellhop, got ready for bed, crawled under the covers, and switched off the light. But as he was about to lay his head upon the pillow, he heard a squeaking sound. You can see his surprised face. He's like, oh, what was that? Hello, front desk. This is Mr. Snore in room 104. Somebody is sleeping on my pillow. You see who's sleeping on his pillow? You see the little mouse? Says squeak. Yes, that would be the mouse, said the bellhop. I believe he has had a very long day. So have I, grumbled Mr. Snore. And I do not wish to share a room with a mouse. So the bellhop led Mr. Snore to a room on the 2nd floor. Sleep tight, Mr. Snore. Mr. Snore crawled into bed, switched off the light, but just as he was falling asleep, he felt a rush of cold air. Somebody seems to have taken his covers. Mr. Snore called the front desk again. Someone is hogging all the covers. That would be the pig, said the bellhop. Shall I bring you another blanket? No, Mr. Snore fumed. I want another room. So the bellhop took Mr. Snore to the 3rd floor, where there were no pigs or mice to be found. Mr. Snore kicked off his slippers, crawled into bed, and was just about to close his eyes when drip, drip, drip. The water coming down and plopping on his nose. That would be a hard way to go to sleep, don't you think? Sorry about the leaky ceiling, the bellhop said, as Mr. Snore marched past the ocean view on the 4th floor. You see, that must be where that water was coming from, huh? I like the octopus peeking out the window. This time, declared Mr. Snore, I will find my own room. He found one on the 5th floor. I don't think you will like this room, whispered the bellhop. Unless, of course, you are fond of. Once you look up, can you make a guess? What might be living in this room? So the illustrator has given us a clue. Spiders! cried Mr. Snore. Quick, said the bellhop, to the elevator. There goes Mr. Snore running. No. You see all the spiders are grinning. They're like, hello. But Mr. Snore doesn't want to stay. How do you feel about bees? Said the bellhop. The same way I feel about spiders, said Mr. Snore. Please skip the 6th floor. The 7th floor was too hot. The 8th floor was too cold. The 9th floor was just Giraffe? Cried Mr. Snore. The bellhop smiled. Would you care to guess what's on the 10th floor? Do you have a guess? If this is the giraffe, what might be up there on the 10th floor? There seems to be a hole in the ceiling. I can be a good thinker. I have a thought. We'll see if I'm right. On the 10th floor, they found hamsters. Where are the rest of the giraffes? Asked Mr. Snore. Good question I had. I thought the giraffe's head would be there on the 10th floor, but it's not. It's hamsters. On the 11th floor, said the bellhop. Then I will stay on the 12th, said Mr. Snore. See all the hamsters. They're all having fun in their rooms. They got a swimming pool and a ball pit and a ping pong table. They got all kinds of fun things. They're even watching cartoons. Looks like fun for the hamsters. So they went to the 12th floor. Hey, empty, said Mr. Snore. No one ever stays here, explained the bellhop. Perfect, said Mr. Snore, and he lay down and shut his eyes. Does tend to get a bit noisy, the bellhop warned. But Mr. Snore was already fast asleep. Stomp, 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 gurgle, gurgle, swish, swish. Mr. Snore rang the front desk. I cannot sleep with all this noise. I'm going to find a room on the 13th floor. Oh dear, no, said the bellhop. On the 13th floor, there is a click. Hung up the phone. Mr. Snore did not wait to hear the bellhop's warning. He went up to the 13th floor. I'm like that when I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. And Mr. Snore is ready to go to bed. There were no mice, no pigs, no penguins, no snakes, no spiders, no dolphins, no bees, and no giraffes. Not even a hint of a hamster. Nothing but a giant room with a giant bed and a giant pillow. Look how big everything is. Look, there's even really big bunny slippers. Look how big the bed and the slippers are compared to Mr. Snore. This is a big room for tiny Mr. Snore. I do hope Mr. Snore will be all right, said the bellhop. Ring went the phone at the front desk of the Sharemore Hotel. Hello, this is the Dinosaur on the 13th floor. Somebody is sleeping on my pillow. The bellhop sighed. That would be Mr. Snore, he said. He has had a very long day. And that Mr. Snore is about the same size on the dinosaur's pillow. If I go way back in the book to the size of a mouse on Mr. Snore's pillow at the beginning of the book. And in the end, there are no words. But look who's sleeping in the lobby to the hotel. They set up some chairs and a little blanket. And look, the dinosaur even has on the bunny slippers. Now, the secret to this illustration is that there's some other animals hidden in it. So if you take a minute and look, you can spy an armadillo down here. And right here at the bottom of the steps, there's a little hedgehog. Oh, and look down here, there's a little mouse. Oh, and a penguin on the banister. The snakes are still here wrapped around the columns. But you have a mouse on top of the bellhop's head. Right? So all of these friends. Oops, and there's the squirrel. I almost forgot him up here on the chandelier. Everyone's settled in for a good night's sleep at the Sharemore Hotel. The end. I really hope that you enjoyed the story. It's been one of our new favorites. It makes us giggle to think about the dinosaur on the 13th floor. I hope you have a great day. Bye, Hickory class.